4A finals. King Raf, AJ, who else would it be? Smackman, Schmidt with me. How's it going, guys?
It's going all right. Going all right. Once in a lifetime matchup that we're watching here.
Yeah, right. Any predictions, Schmitty?
Between these two, what are you gonna 7 games? That's about all you can predict, probably.
Agreed.
Wins. I like Raf's team better, so I would lean Raf to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I felt like he was really. Both these guys obviously super tough to beat, but maybe a slight edge.
Regular season.
I will say one prediction is that Cat Whisperer gives Schmidt another heart.
That will not be spoken of again. I sent Tecmo John the link. Hopefully he'll be able to join us for this monumental final. Fedorov. Good D from Raf, but not enough time there. Nolan pots it in, 1-0.
I'm gonna have to watch how he uses Fedorov since I now have him in this the Don't Puck With Me league.
Yeah, it's the greatest league ever made.
I've never been trying to get all different types of guys on my team. So this year I got Neely, Fedorov, guys I've never used before.
Bellows. I didn't think you would go. I thought you would go for that Winnipeg team. Was Winnipeg left for you when you?
I didn't like. Yeah, they were. I didn't like. Who was it?
Medano, Bassin, Verbeek.
Oh, the Medano team. Yeah, that was my. It was them. It was between them and New Jersey. The goalie was Bo Preto, and I was
Yeah.
And it's not boosted goalies, right? It's just regular.
It is boosted goalies.
Oh, they are boosted. Okay.
But I don't think it doesn't really matter. I don't think.
Yeah.
But you got Turcotte you can throw on the wing too, right? So.
I did some Xyz with him. I might use him over Bellows.
Oh, a crazy chance there. Loose puck in front. Sorry. Davidov. Sorry. Zhamnov. One-timer. Hatcher.
Wow. Yeah, I have to look at... I mean, Fleury and Hull is just insane. But there's Turgeon, too.
Pierre Turgeon?
Yeah, that's the 3 forwards, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Turgeon, if he's not at center, he's pretty much a waste. That's the only problem.
The thing is, and I was watching.
But then how are you going to put Hull not at center, stuff?
Yeah, exactly. And the one thing was, so want to give a shout out to Charlesworth for winning the C title about half an hour ago.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he shouldn't be a C anyway. He's more of a B, I find.
He beat JV in 5 games.
Nice. Yeah,
JV's good, man.
They're both good.
Yeah.
They're both
good.
good.
I think they're B guys, not
totally.
In the one year they got to play to C, but from now on it'll be good to B and B.
Yeah, for sure.
They will never go back.
I was gonna say, how many games did it go? Then it gets
5.
Oh wow! So it was the Hamilton team, so Indio's team, right?
Yeah,
and then Seth's team.
JV had Seth's team. Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, but it just felt like JV just couldn't get off the ground. He seemed to be struggling, and Charlesworth got some timely goals. So.
I've never played Charlesworth. I have no idea. Like, obviously he's a great player because he won the title. Have you played him, Spec?
No,
I've played him in Xyz.
You beat him, I'm guessing. Robotime.
No, but he's good. He's good though. No, he's good though. He's good.
Oh, great pass! What a save!
I think I hit the defenseman.
Whew! It hit a defenseman. I thought it was a save.
I think so. I think the defenseman's behind him.
Looked like a great save though. Fedorov, good pass. Neely on the wing this game, or this. I guess maybe he's just gonna stick with it all series. Halsey can't get Robitaille to fall down. Eventually he does. Bellows gets it back. Relentless pressure here from Raf. Good forecheck. And there it is again. Zhamnov. Oh, he turns it over. Great pass, Fedorov. Cuts to the middle.
It's on the left. Who's playing center then? Who's 11?
Nolan.
Oh, Nolan. Okay.
I just don't know what made his decision change. I just don't know what. Because I think Neely's a 4 or 5 shot, so I just would rather have him at center.
I think it's going to be tough for AJ to score with the D Raf's been playing, and it's guys being heavy. 2 heavy guys like them.
Yeah, I just thought that, against Waugh, the more accurate shot, but AJ knows best.
Yeah, no, he knows what works best.
King94 in the house. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully everyone else starts funneling through before all the excitement is over. 2-1 here, Ducks.
I think we're going to be here for a while, so...
Yeah, I guess so. I was watching some series that these guys have played in the past, like last night. It's incredible. Thanks for the follow. Attack on Titan.
Yeah, he's new. He was
Appreciate
on
that.
earlier.
Fellows behind the net. Oh, great pass.
Nice.
Wow, Robitaille smashes
Yeah,
that.
playing it past too. I think it went through the defense.
NWO, New World Order in the house. We're doing well. How are you?
Where is this on Twitch?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Yeah, we're just keeping an eye on the comments.
I've never actually went live on like YouTube. I don't know what that's even like, but maybe I should try doing that. I don't know.
Slapshot does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Twitch, your videos disappear if you don't like
Oof,
highlight them.
penalties.
But I think you.
Penalty.
Oh God! Look at that! Pulled the goalie 8 seconds. Lots of sharks on the ice. Oh, he almost gets it off too. Crazy. So some bad luck for King Raf. AJ's gonna try and take advantage. And get this game to be a little closer.
Yeah, sometimes things can happen when you pull a goalie with less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. And I knew that you were going to score. I didn't want to jinx it, but I had a feeling you were going to win that draw. And then Dan's D guy did like a 360 the wrong way. It was nuts.
I saw that. I was just like, oh, this, like, I knew that puck was just past the defenseman and I could get it across. And nice face-off attempt there.
That's when you know you're in troubles when you can't
So
get the face-off goal.
So did you ever get your $40 or what?
I let him off the hook.
That's
I'm
very
too nice. I was too
very
nice. He sent a
unshameful
nice
for
jersey
you.
for his league, and then he said he spent like $800 on all the swag. And I'm not taking all the
Holy
money.
shit. Wow,
I
really?
was like, I feel
Yeah.
bad. That's it's like don't worry. And it was
Yeah.
like, and it's a lesson not to ever bet with me because you're gonna lose. So, now he knows.
All right, we got Dan K in the house. We got Skills. We got Mr. T. So we're starting to fill up here a little bit. Fedorov trying to get something going here for the Sharks. Give and go, back and forth. Shot, good save, rebound.
Good
Patrick
patience by
Wall.
Raph, making Fedorov go and shoot that.
Bellows looking pretty good. You might want to consider him on your team.
I tried him the game one. He's not. Thing is, we gotta have the good shot now, and with the way everybody plays, going out my shot didn't really work with Wojciechowski in the finals. It's good that that's why I want to have some big shooters. So I got Neely and Bellows now.
He's got an 8 weight, so he's kind of like in the middle. Like, what do you do?
He's in the middle. Yeah, no, it's usually him or Muller when I play regular classic. I usually use Muller over him.
Yeah.
Because his stick is the other way, but
Well, also the
Understand.
checking too.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
higher checking rating, yeah.
I was looking at Bellows and Nolan in this draft, and these guys took them both right before me. Had to
Yeah.
go with Nieuwendyk, and that's panned out as well. Nieuwendyke's solid. I mean, his he did pretty good this season as well, and
Yeah.
he's more
from
of a
where you got
checker.
him, I mean, you had to kind of almost take him there. It's like
Oh yeah, totally.
Dan K wants to know how was church today, boss. That was for Schmidt.
church.
Yeah.
Say church. I don't get that.
I don't get it.
Church. What is that?
Oh man, no idea. Another penalty. 4-on-4 minute left. A lot of work to do here for AJ and those Sharks. Oh, good back check. Smith on the wing though. Here
Hits
he
it.
comes. Oh, backhanded
Goal.
dive
Oh,
comes.
the dive was unnecessary. I think Raph dived on his own.
Yeah, I was gonna say Schmidt's definitely a heathen for sure.
I got confirmation. I did it all. That was the end though.
All right, so that's pretty far. I think we all were.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, 6 seconds.
Tecmo's gonna be joining us right now. So
I think he's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Popped in.
oh, he's here. Okay, good.
I'm
Perfect
here.
timing. Look at that. you just missed the AJ comeback, but you're gonna be able to see the overtime.
I'm not even gonna try to join yet because you just let it go.
Watch it on Twitch.
Yeah, I'll just watch that Switch.
We'll
Not
just
gonna
we'll
mess
just
with
hold
them.
our reactions for 10 seconds because you'll be a bit
Oh,
behind.
you guys react, and I'll be behind. It'll be great. Then I can sound smart.
Jamie takes a penalty. King Raf's fuming right now.
Yeah, you want a game one. You want that game one. We didn't get the lead.
He blew it. He blew the lead.
He definitely blew it.
What a
Robitaille
pass.
loses it. Brellos, nope, didn't fire. Oh, rebound though, loose. The menacing organ sounds. Fedorov, EA special rebound,
Another
just
penalty.
barely.
Hmm.
Wow.
What's that been now? 4 or 5?
Yeah, he
For
had
Raf?
2-man short before too.
Yep.
Second time.
This is wild. Off the draw. Slapper Deeg again.
Oh, he wanted it. He didn't go down. Wah.
Was just a beast.
That's the difference of having Wah or somebody else. He probably goes down.
Exactly.
Can he get a shorty here? Almost finds it. Schmelik wins it back.
Forward.
Here it is. There's an opportunity. He didn't fire it. Damn it,
Oh.
no.
Good fire. It is 2-2.
Oh my god, what a
Oh,
save.
Nice save.
Oh,
shit.
And a backhand.
unbelievable.
Big mischeck.
Uh-oh. Nolan. Behind the net. Oh, he just about killed it. He did, too, just at the very end
did.
there. Tough
Wow.
one for
Oh, he got
Raf.
bumped or not? I'm not
A
sure.
No,
little
Raf-
bit, yeah.
I think Raf moved him up to try
Did
to
he move him up? Take the
yeah.
pass, thinking it's coming across. Something happened
And-
that he was out of position.
Yeah, and the short side shot by Neely. I don't think many other guys make that shot unless you got somebody like the 4-5 like Neely. So well done. That's a heck of a comeback. And man, that's got to be a bit of a backbreaker there. But I mean, it felt like Raf fought his team a bit. If you notice, they're 39% passing. That
Mhm.
seemed very un-Raf like.
So we got JV in the house now, Thrill House, Wit. Thanks for joining us, guys. Game 2. AJ showing us he's got a lot of heart coming back from a situation where most of us would have lost for sure. Game 2 here. Back to the drawing board. Oh, that pass just missing Fedorov. Wah tries to pass out off the back of Robitaille. Bellows now.
Oh, goodbye.
Game. So
He
that's
was
the first time
run
we've seen
over.
that. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just saying you got run over.
Here comes Borsato.
Sebby, you're also calling too many games of Schmidt, talking about heart.
We
I like-
did say the one prediction, Tecmo, was that Cat Whisperer was going to give Schmidt another heart.
Jeez, yeah.
I could say a lot of things, but I want to keep this PG, guys. So I'm not gonna say anything.
You also want to stay married, but you know.
Yeah, that's well. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so.
That's the
She's not,
enthusiasm
she's
we
not
all.
here yet. She's not here yet. So
Oh,
that was my
good save.
chance. Oh yeah, real good save.
Another one.
Oh wow.
Another save. Wow, who's it?
Beaupre looking like Wall.
Beaupre, yeah. Maybe I should have drafted Beaupre.
So let's see what kind of change now that Borsato is in the game. What kind of effect that has. Because I don't know, maybe I would prefer, at least back in the day, Borsato over Bellows. But
Yeah, no, I usually use him in when I'm Winnipeg.
I mean, it might work because I mean, AJ is going to make sure Housley touches the puck every possession,
Yeah.
and Borsato can probably knock him on his
Yeah.
keister.
Hit everybody down, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
two-way
Oh.
difference. Nolan, oh, good save. Rebound. Wall looks real steady in there.
Totally.
Borsato looks really slow back.
Oh.
That shot. Wow.
Chucks it out.
off the post. Oh, what a save.
Wow.
Good read. Good read.
Raf's dialed in here. AJ trying
Knows
to
he needs
force
this when he knows he doesn't want to go down 2-0.
a lot of pressure though from AJ. Oh, good passing.
Nice.
Oh, good
Good
hit. Oh god.
Oh,
Wow, just cleared house, gets back in time. Good passing from King Raf.
There it
Oh,
is.
one timer, yeah.
Yep.
Almost saved it, but not quite there in time. Hatcher, Samuelson, Robitaille.
and
Gets the
Raph
goal.
did that challenge thing he was doing against you, Schmidt, where he brought Roy out.
Yeah,
He
you
brought
take him
Roy
out.
Yeah.
You get the extra, the goalie's boosted and move further out. You can take away a couple
Yeah.
more.
Oh, that Borsato shot almost squeaked it. Wow.
You can take away some extra stuff.
Yeah.
Well, plus there's that whole glitch too, right? If the goalie's out of position, the other
You shoot it
players are
wide
missing
anyway, yeah.
more.
That could help
Yeah.
Luciano gets knocked down. Nolan. Neely. Oh, what a pass.
Oh,
Great
that
play.
That
through.
was nice.
Is Neely a 5 passing or 4?
I think he's 4,
He should be 4.
but
We
his
can't ask
awareness
AJ
is
because
5.
he's playing. He would know right away.
Raph
5.
will probably chime in on Twitch.
Oh, Housley
Look
goes
it up.
right into the goalie. Robitaille pass shot off the
Oh.
bar again.
Well,
Wow. He does get it back though. Finds Borsato in the slot.
Yeah.
2-1.
Maybe he'll stay with Borsato if he wins this game. You never know.
Yeah, he might.
Seabass is 4 stick and pass.
Okay.
4-4.
Yeah, 4-4 and stick and pass, 4-4 skate, 4-5 shot, 5-4 wear.
So what's the motivation to have him on the wing? I'm just trying to figure that out right now.
Well, where are you gonna stick? Where are you gonna stick Owen Nolan then?
Right,
Leave
one of
him
them
up.
has to go on the wing, so we just
Yeah.
he's just choosing.
Mm.
Yeah,
You
the
know
4 or
what?
5
Nolan's
shot
got
goes on
3
the wing.
passing, right? Nolan's got a 3
Yeah.
passing rating. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I had Nolan in CDL 3, and I had him on the right. But I found that Nolan just, if you're kind of going around the net, he just parks himself right at the far post.
Mm.
Nolan sets up pretty well, so maybe that's also why AJ put him at center. I don't know.
He knows what he's doing, though. That's for sure. Housley. Oh, great save. Really tough to track him. Fedorov comes in, doesn't elect to shoot,
Nice.
gets knocked down. Davidoff. Sorry, I keep calling Davidoff. Zhamnov. Housley. Trying to bulldoze his way through.
Good day breakaway. Pass shot coming.
backhand.
Oh,
Nope.
fooled you too.
I was
Dive.
expecting pass shot there too. So
Yeah, it looked
That's
like
why
he
AJ
set it
came
up.
out early. He's trying to cut
Yeah.
him off, cut the angle.
Nice goal, 3-1. Housley back at it again. Circles around, gives it away though. Samuelson. Zhamnov. Robitaille, good passing. Samuelson again, turns it over though. Ooh, a cross check
Oh,
from Luch.
Sato.
another penalty.
I was watching my series versus Raf, and it was funny when Tecmo goes, "It's weird seeing Schmidt play smart." I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that during the live. Yeah,
That was
so
awesome.
laughing.
Well, 'cause, I mean, you're usually so far ahead that you can get away with some of this stuff,
I
right?
know, it's
You
just
just keep
funny-
it
it's just
checked.
funny,
Yeah, it's
so it's
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, nice save.
save.
Good pass too though. Oh, gives it away though. And
Oh, they went too far, and that's a angry pause.
kind of the same thing happening here as last game. Some penalties being taken, and then AJ slowly getting his way back in the game. 3-2.
I think he might have taken the goalie by accident there.
Another penalty. And there it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tie
there we
game.
go.
Unreal. These
Wow.
two guys are so closely matched. It's going to be a great series, for sure.
Raf has been giving up lots of leads.
Hmm.
Even against me, he was up 3-1. I tied it. 4-1. I tied it.
That's true.
He's been
You-
struggling holding on to the lead.
I think also AJ knows he's playing 5-on-4 because Borsato's he's not scared of Borsato.
No.
Mhm. Yep.
So he's just playing 5-on-4. He knows he can Housley can do what he wants out there. Just pick a guy, have him skate around, bull
Yeah.
rush,
Oh,
doesn't
nice
matter.
play.
That nice.
What do you think about AJ throwing the pass shot in now? Because he hasn't done that. It's just been recent, right? So
Yep.
He's on the list. He's been trying it more and more, but not. I don't think he's still very comfortable to do it in a big
Yeah.
spot. He might do it if he has like a nice lead going and he's up 2 goals or something. But
Oh, nice
he's
pass.
still going to the basics.
Smith, Fedorov, Neely. 4-4.
That's
Yeah,
a little
when you-
bonus having Neely there. It's just
Yeah.
throw it to the side. He could still sneak one in there. That shot.
Like when you could do the basics like AJ does, like pretty much perfectly, you don't
Mhm.
need a pass shot. Not that
That's
Rav
it.
needs a pass shot, but I mean, it's just
Well, it's kind of his identity, right? It's just he's so
Yeah.
good at them. You have to be like an expert pass shotter to be able to like have the confidence to even execute them. But I'm sure that AJ is going to get there pretty sooner than later, so more to worry about. Fedorov. Yeah, Neely's just setting up perfectly now.
maybe that's why he's on the right wing. He's got 4 goals. So,
Well, that's it. He's just. I might have to move him to right when I'm playing. But I have Fedorov.
Oh,
Powell's at center.
passy. Pass shot.
There it is. See that one's evil. You got to take the goalie quick and knock him over.
It's crazy.
yeah.
5-5.
it's a great change of pace, right? Total great
Mhm.
change of pace on a cross
Yeah,
crease
let's
to
do
be able to
that,
do
yeah.
it.
No.
Wow.
Roby gets his 4th. Borsato 2 assists.
Nice when your guys set up like that. Nice. Perfect.
It comes from patience, something you don't have, Schmidt. You're just balls to the wall the whole game. Fedorov. Housley. Oh,
My
wow.
last team, I couldn't go balls to the wall. I didn't have any speed.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, was that the one with Bradley?
That
Well,
was
Bradley
awful.
was a slow.
I hate Bradley.
That was not all. I went to 6 games with AJ with Bradley that one.
Yeah,
wasn't so
I guess that's true.
I moved him to the wing. He was better. When I started him out in center, he wasn't as good.
You like having a speedy, shifty center. I think we all do.
Yeah.
All right, 6-5. 11 goals here. Oh, the floater can
Oh.
save.
Helped him behind. 30
Housley.
seconds. 50 seconds.
Oh,
D.
broken up. Yep. Raph looking to hang on. Gives it away. Goes to the net.
See
Loses
right there. As he
possession.
went to the net, he should have went behind the net. He should have stuck that in the corner.
Borsato with the check there.
A good stumble. Key stumble.
chip it.
There you go.
Just chip it.
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary. Why?
So he might
Like to
stick
slow
with
us down.
Borsato here. Who knows?
I think he's gonna go back to Bellows.
Yeah. So
I
do I.
think so too. Yeah.
But I like Borsato for his defense.
Maybe if he has a big lead, he might throw him in. All right.
Oh, yeah. Third star, Borsato.
I mean, he effectively stopped passing to his right wing. So
He did.
Let's see the stats. I wonder how they turned out.
yeah.
All right, so we got Mr. T, Thrill House, Dan K, Indio in the house too. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we got
joining
a
us,
pretty
guys.
big group here.
Big finals. Hopefully there's no problems here. There's a bit of a pause. But yeah, like that jammed off pass shot at the end there was incredible.
Evil's the right word for that one.
That's what he gets. He's been playing so much 95, and that's the thing in 95. You got to cross crease to the backhand side, so it's probably paying off.
Oh, we gotta connect
put a kid
again,
to bed.
guys.
What?
I'll be
We
back.
gotta connect again.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get
You
out.
guys
I
get
gotta
knocked off? Yeah, because I got knocked off and rejoined. I just thought I was the only one.
I
I
didn't
gotta put a
even
kid to bed
notice.
anyway. I'll be back.
Yep.
Name
right.
here. You really got to work on your RA there, Sebi. You gotta put like your name in there.
What do you mean? What's wrong with it? What are you talking about? Is my name wrong?
It just says name here means
Here.
that
Oh, my
you're,
bad.
You're the man with no name.
It's
No-
all right.
No name.
It's all right.
That's right.
Dan K says, I'm just here to see if Spack's ceiling fan is going to start moving, and that's it. Yeah, I kind of thought of that myself. Turn it on, Spack, man, see what happens.
It's probably going to be like a whole bunch of dust is just going to fall down because I haven't used it in probably a year because we've got 2 sets of lights in this office. Oh, beautiful.
Good save.
There.
Series all tied up. Game 3. Robitaille. Jammed off. Oh, great play. Good save from Beaupre there. Good read from AJ. The A special gets blocked. Nolan regroups here for the Sharks. Good pass to Fedorov. Good patience. Backhand. Good save. Penalty being called. Sharks tag up. Fedorov minute for roughing.
Frustration penalty by the AI.
Yeah, right. Uh-oh.
I just
Giving away here.
feel like the Sharks have, slipped a few 20s to the refs at the beginning of the series.
Well, maybe.
still-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I still remember that game with you, Tecmo. I
Yeah,
had like
oh, yeah.
7 penalties or something. You had like nothing.
Yeah, that was a great game. It was just. Oh, nice.
Beautiful goal.
That was a great one timer. Well, that was the thing. I mean, penalties, right? Even with 1 minute, if they start stacking up, it's just as bad for the guy who's not in the box because we didn't have a rhythm to that game's back. Like there was
No.
nothing. There was a whistle it felt like every 30 seconds there was a whistle of some
totally.
kind. There's no rhythm, no flow.
Big
And
check there. Go ahead.
I did not deserve to win that game either. That was just
Yeah, no, but it's just like it was such a so I could see how like with these guys who really they get a good rhythm going.
mhm.
If I was Raph, I'd just be irritated because it would break up my rhythm all the time.
All right, here come the Ducks. Jammed off a shot. Good save.
Love how there's chat about my ceiling fan the whole time. That's
Well, it's because the way your angle of your camera, right?
Yeah.
You need to get a green screen like me and throw up some EA Sports graphics.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think it should be the next. I wish Chaos was on. That should be the next cameo. We should dig up the EA Sports guy.
That would be cool.
That would be good. Yeah.
Bellows one timer blocked.
Oh,
Open net. Neely. Good stop. One-timer. What a play. Great setup. Good stop there to have the defenseman fly by, and then Nolan on the spot there to pot that in. So 1-1. Very shifty. Hard to knock him down. Finally, saw King Ref able to get what he wanted with the check there. Give and go. Somehow Robitaille missing that. Just wide. Unlucky.
The most inaccurate six shot out there. You're right. Where's Tick? Tick, are you on? Because
he's probably just thinking I told you so.
It's like a disturbance in the force. Even if he's not on, he's on. It's like he just knew what happened.
Yeah, totally.
Fedorov. Sharks now trying to get possession going here, trying to find something. Good pass. Oh, the one-timer. Smart play, just didn't get through. Bellows. Nice passing there from King Ref there. Robitaille turns it over there. Here comes Housley. Turned over by Hatcher. Nolan picks it up. 2 minutes left here in the second. Tie game. A little bit more defensive this game. A little bit more cagey. Oh, nice play. Fakes the backhand, forehand. Samuelson gets the assist. Robitaille. Ducks take the lead.
I think we were all sitting on backhand pass shot there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Raf says, nope, I'm going to actually DQ finally.
Yeah, having
It was
that
like-
option. Sorry, having that option is what makes you double or second think about what you're going to do, right?
Yeah.
And he barely even showed backhand. It almost like it was very close to just being forehand all the way. And it's just it was a good move.
Because you only need a frame, right? You only need the animation. The puck just needs to get to your backhand side for a guy like Raf to fire it. So it just that twitch. AJ twitched to the left, and it was just enough. It's the Sebi, I think when you talk to Raf about your series against him, it's really just gonna be about these little moments, right? Where you twitched your goalie, you twitched your D-man, you didn't grab someone in time, and he just took advantage of it.
Oh yeah, that happened dozens of times. I just feel like I'm way behind when I'm playing. Might just be old age. I'm 40 years old now, so. So a narrow lead here for the Ducks. Third period, a boost for AJ.
Such thing.
No such thing. Schmidt's back. We got Scribe in the house too. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Loose puck. Nolan picks it up. Stops up. Slapper. Oh, just off the side of the pad. Good save. Robitaille takes it alone and finds the open side. A little bit wild there with his goalie.
Yeah.
I think he was
fuck.
thinking backhand pass shot again. Because when that puck is now, the difference with that deke was just Raf was like literally sweeping it side to side where you were expecting a pass shot. That's at least that's what I thought.
Yep, agreed. Fedorov comes in. Good goalie take. Smart play. Turns it over. Robitaille. Jammed off. One-timer. And that one finds the back of the net from way out.
Ooh.
4 goals.
That's a Beaupre goal.
Yeah, that was not good.
I will say this though, I do like the team AJ built. A lot of offense.
Oh, there it is again. 5-1. I'm going to try and pay for this Zoom membership so we don't get kicked off.
Well, it says 9 minutes.
You can see that?
Yeah, it says it.
Yeah, the members of the call can see it.
Upgrade to Pro. Alright, here we go. I can't really do commentary at the same time, so if anyone wants to just chat a bit.
Oh,
You're
that's
not missing
brutal.
anything at this
Oh
point.
my
That was just the most brutal goal.
Beaupre's really showing out right now.
Yeah.
If it gets that expensive though, Seb, then we'll just use my my corporate one.
Yeah, it's $20 a month, so I don't know if that is that the right. Is that what it should be?
It's probably because then I have a corporate account. That's why it's like 12.
Oh.
So you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll just rejoin.
Yeah, well, it's not a big deal. I just don't have my credit card with me, so I can't really do it.
Don't worry about
Anyway.
it. We'll next time we'll use mine.
Mike Tyson's. I know you can see when I put on the bright screen, my face turns like all blurry. It's the chroma key. So 6-1 Ducks. Not very often you see AJ on the losing side with that score line.
No.
And reading chat, like Scribe, you're right. Like that's what separates AJ, Seth, Schmidt, Raph. You guys, like, I'm including you on this one, Schmidt. Like you guys move the puck up the ice so fast and then come to a complete stop at the right time, and we all just go flying by.
Yep.
Like it's
True.
irritating. It's the most irritating thing.
Okay, I'm gonna restart the Zoom, guys. Okay.
All right. Same link.
I have to see. I think it might be
No,
the same.
it'll have to be. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
All right, I'll be back. In the meantime, we're gonna head into game 4. Just gonna pop this up. All right, so Tecmo, there you go. Spacky, there you go. Schmitty, there you go. All right, I think we're back. Back in business now. Schmidt's back. Icing is the call. Go ahead.
What they're playing. I didn't know if they started playing.
Yeah, yeah, it's game 4. Yeah.
I have to hop in
Oh, you have to hop in, yeah.
differently, but I'll just watch it on Twitch. It's fine.
Here's Hatcher.
You get kicked out of the RA, Schmidt?
My RA would, for me to click back on the Zoom, I have to like exit out of my RA because I have 2 screens it's on.
Yeah. All right.
So like for some reason, this 10 version, it makes me have to do that. The 8 never did. My mouse like doesn't go to the other screen.
Penalty call. Oh,
I'm sure there's a way to do it, but
yeah, sorry,
nice.
go ahead. Fedorov, Smith, Hauser with the assists. 1-0 Sharks. Spackman, did we lose you, buddy?
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. All right, that wasn't so bad. In a couple seconds.
you just tell me right when the period's about to end, I can hop on live.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Samuelson on a partial break. He comes in. Oh, sneaky one-timer. Good save. Nolan. Fedorov comes in. Forehand. Good save. Rebound. Oh, the pass to Neely was a great one. Just couldn't find him. Robitaille. Bellows. Oh, there was a one-timer inside. Turned it over, though. Nolan. EA special. Wah just says, fuck that. I'm clearing it. Doesn't even budge for those. Not that many attempts that this series so
up
far.
for the icing, frowned upon.
Oh wow, Fedorov winning that right back. Behind the net, one-timer, good save, but the rebound finally finding the back of the net.
Oh,
Yeah.
timeout.
I'm out. Yeah. Does he call?
It's a great
Yeah.
save.
Competing timeouts now? No, I don't think AJ's not.
AJ's not
to do
good. He won't give me the satisfaction.
that.
Housley. 10 seconds left. Around the net. Comes in. Gets knocked away though.
Hit it, Schmidt.
There we go.
Alright, so second period, 2-goal lead here for the Sharks. And Raf needs to do something quick here to get back into it. Fedorov toddles, hangs on him, but penalty's called though.
So one of the things I just got pinged by one of our roving sideline analysts that Fed got hit by Jamnov, and Jamnov doesn't have any real checking skill, and yet Raf's able to get Jamnov production on the checking side, which is crazy to see. That he's able to do that.
I have a feeling that's an Uncle Seth analysis.
I have some analysis as well on my Discord from Uncle Seth, so I'm not going to repeat it because it's top secret information. But yeah, I mean it's incredible. Like, were they CB checks? Were they B checks? Or what kind of checks were they?
It looked like just a straight. It was a CB, which shouldn't technically based on checking. It was CB, so based on just checking prowess, it shouldn't have been as aggressive as it was.
Mm.
He might have sometimes, like if you're just in the middle of a shot too, or doing something like that, you might get knocked over a little easier.
Oh, totally. I just think the
You know.
larger point is even the soft Russian guys are
nice.
playing for Raf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And doing that.
What's Jamnov's checking rating? Is it 2 or 3?
It's got to be
3.
2. Is it 3? It's got to
Yeah.
be 2.
So then, if it's 3, then he can check. He's just
Looking for it.
slow.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Got the key stumble.
You know what amazes me too about how both of these guys play, and Seth is there, Schmidt's there too. Just in such tight spaces, how they can get those one-timers to fire right off. It's like that little flip to Robitaille for the first goal for Anaheim was just a perfect example of that. 'Cause I don't know about you guys, I struggle with that. So
Yeah, it's difficult to do, but these guys play at such a high level. It's incredible. Housley into the slot. Waugh comes out, being really aggressive. Good saves. Bellows.
but you can tell he's got AJ thinking, because AJ had opportunities to take some shots, or to pass something off, and he hasn't. So
we have some debate. We got Mr. T saying 3 checking. We got Big Val saying 4. Stats guy, whoever wants to be that stats guy, wants to check that out. I can't open it up because my face will turn to Mike Tyson again.
I think it's a 3. I think it's a 3. But I know he's 7 weight if I remember correctly. So
He's 7 weight, yes.
Yeah.
I know that. Dumps it in.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
My guy's saying it's a 3. So
Your guy. Okay, thanks.
well, we all know who the guy is.
Yeah.
The guy is saying it's a 3.
I don't know why he just doesn't come on and start talking with us. He might be a bit of a Mike shy.
Wait, someone said he just was swearing at him like some guy from Jersey and beat the hell out of him. I think someone told that story, so that could be the thing, is because then he and Schmidt would have to get into a fight or something on stream.
That's wild. Okay.
I don't know.
What is happening?
CDL 4A finals, Schmidt. That's what's happening.
That is.
Oh, rebound. Nope, he doesn't bunch.
Not enough.
Tie game here late in the third. Face-off opportunity here. King Ralph's been winning a lot of those draws. Oh, wow. Nearly from the corner. That's going in every time. What a pass.
Yep.
He went up to take the pass. And then the goalie just gave up the short. Trying to guess where that far winger is.
Great play. 3-2.
Well, if Neely was in the position he's usually occupying, he would have guessed right, but Neely went wide because of the face-off. So.
Oh, loose puck here.
Oh.
That's a controller smash or two.
That's yeah.
That's a hockey smash.
I mean, it was another Tickness level goalie outlet pass, so
yeah,
gonna deal with that.
Unlucky there for King Raf. Good passing here from AJ into the corner. Oh wow! Almost connecting with that pass.
Take the ice. Oh, no icing. Waved off. I just went through the crease.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, well.
Wow.
Wild.
That's just it. You missed the one. You miss it.
That's unreal.
Incredible. Oh, the one-timer. Good interception there from Housley, showing us he can play some D as well as produce offensively. And now comes the game management that we talked about in previous streams. So almost a reverse scoreline there from last game.
Yep. Yeah, but are we really surprised? Like, we know this is going 7, so.
It's incredible this game how...
Go ahead, Sebby. I'm just laughing at the 7 prediction.
Yeah, it's most likely going 7. Let's not be silly, but it's just like, how can one game to the next be so different? And I guess that's what makes this game so great.
I will tell you the one thing that didn't go 7 was when I broke Dan TML's heart.
Oh, wow.
Oh, pass shot. Back
shot.
Ooh, wow, he pulled it off.
See, that's like I said. That's when I'll do it. When he's got
We're
nice
just gonna
lead, he can
lead.
do it. Yep.
Yeah,
Also,
that was devastating
that's
for
a
Dan.
dunk on. That's a dunk. That's you scored on me with 3 seconds left. I'm gonna dunk on you with a
Yeah.
with a
I
pass
know these
shot.
guys love scoring for no reason after
Yeah.
the game's over. I hate it. I just want the game to go over and get to the next game. I'm up 3-2
7-2.
with 4 minutes left. I start dumping it. Let's go. Next game. I won.
Let's see if we can get the game stats this time. Let's see if we don't get dropped either.
I haven't been dropped, so it's been. I don't know if what the issue is, but
I never get dropped.
probably at 20-8 in shots. Again,
Wow.
look at the passing there.
16
Yeah,
for
it's
44 at a ref.
Wow, 20 shots. That's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of shots. I usually average about 8 shots a game, so for me that would be a world record. All right, I think we're still in it.
I think we're still in it.
Yeah, it's moving. I see it. Well, we're down to a best of 3.
No surprise there. No one checks the warm, cool, nothing, eh? No one cares about that.
It's a lot, right? I think isn't everyone? I mean, everyone can chime in on Twitch, but we all think it's a lie.
Yeah, I guess so. I just like to know just for like psychological reasons.
You like to look at your own face, yes.
One timer, Bellows. I do like to look at my own face.
Or Spack's face, I guess.
No.
Really.
That contributes to my nightmares.
I do everything I can, you know.
Yeah, I know. Oh god. Better off loses it, a battle for it. Robitaille turns it over, gets it back. Back and forth here. Good CB check from Smith. He gets knocked down. Samuelson fighting for it. Bellows gets knocked down. And eventually it's cleared out and on the stick of Fedorov. Hatcher. Turns it over. Nolan. Neely. Good hit there from Hatcher at the last second, then bumped that off his stick there. Loose puck in the corner. Passed out front. Crazy pass. Gets away with it. Samuelson. Passing into the corner. 3-time one-timer off the post. Unlucky. Penalty there for the Sharks.
Steve Smith has been pretty non-existent in this series. It's the
Yeah,
first time I've
Not-
seen his name.
Name has not been called.
That's good, because if you're talking about Steve Smith, something very wrong is going on.
He's probably taking
Trust the
another
penalty.
penalty. Right, there it is.
Yeah, but I mean, he's you know, his draft value has continued to go up season over season. You know, he's
Who's a highly skilled big guy, right?
Yeah,
it's like Zarly. Like Zarly's a highly skilled big guy.
or
Just-
poor man Stevens, as I'd like to
Yeah.
kind of look at
Oh,
him.
he totally is.
I love Steve Smith. He's a great player. I had him last CDL. He was great.
But if you watch how AJ builds his offense, he needs.
Nice.
There you go.
Good deke.
Well, he needs his second defenseman to sit on his blue line and not move while Housley dances,
Right.
and that's what Steve Smith does. So you're not going to say he shouldn't be contributing that much.
Oh, one timer.
No,
That
No,
was
but even-
back to the goal and still stopped. Go ahead, Spackman. Wow.
oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
jeez.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more just on the defensive front, like he's been non-existent. We haven't seen much of him, right? So
Yeah.
it's,
Better off.
You're right. He's not out there. He's not out there cracking skulls that at least we're seeing. But then
No.
AJ's not. AJ's not a RAF level aggressive checker.
Oh, what a save. That was a great save.
we're up to about 25 people on the stream. It's pretty solid.
I guess we must be doing something right.
Med effect.
I was gonna say.
It's Schmidt. I mean, let's be honest.
Housley in the neutral zone. Trying to find some open ice. Can't. Good coverage there by King Ralph. Good
Good
CB check.
CB.
Robitaille behind the net. Not sure what that was. Maybe it was a keg toss. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's not talk about keg tosses.
Mm. Two of them.
Yeah,
I know.
two of them. Totally uncalled for in that situation. Just, crazy.
The one he used to tie the game. So
Oh.
that was very well done, given the situation.
Oh, what a save.
Good read.
Robitaille
Oh, back
cherry
skate.
picking. Bellows can't get to the net, and that's knocked down. Housley There's Smith covering, not the Smith, sorry, that's
No,
Samuelson.
that's all. That's all. Smith had an AI check that I was going to say. Ben Spack was talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
Nice hit by Ray.
Yeah.
Jammed off. EA special.
Oh,
Reels
yeah.
it in.
Oh,
Fires
gets him
it.
right back.
2-all.
Almost looked like he was going to skate past that, and you just noticed he kind of twisted a little bit just to be able to get to that puck. So
Great play. Fedorov on the hash mark trying to find something, can't find anything, loses possession. Samuelson, Robitaille, Bellows in the corner.
One
There
more
it
step.
is. There's a
Yep.
Smith check right there.
yep, he was there.
Oh, didn't elect to
Man,
take
he had
that.
him for a second. Yeah.
So did I. So much patience.
Didn't fire.
Didn't attempt it. Housley, sneaky, gets knocked down. Smart D there.
Played the pullback there, yeah.
EA special. Doesn't get through. Rebound on the one-timer. Good save. Beaupre. Fedorov sprung. Gets it to Neely. Good passing. The one-timer was there. Just didn't fire. Here comes Housley again. Relentless pressure from the Sharks behind the net. Look how nicely Nolan sets up in the slot, eh? You guys seeing that?
I know. Yeah, I'm.
As soon as Housley goes behind the net, boom, right to the spot. When I'm behind the net, my center is on D. Like maybe making a line change or something. So I don't know. Something's going on that I don't understand. I guess I'm just not worthy of a smart center. Davidov. Again, wrong name. Zhamnov. Housley.
There should be
Pardon
a
me.
drinking game for every time you call him Davidoff.
I don't know. They're all the same to me. Robitaille. Backhand. Loses it. Nolan.
Goalie interference.
Fedorov just can't get a hold of it, but there is whoever number 7 is gets possession of it, and there it is. EA
Gosh,
special.
we'll find out now. Joey
Mullen.
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 Surprised he doesn't use Joey Mullen.
Yeah, you see something in Nolan, I guess, or Neely.
I would definitely use Mullen over Nolan for me.
Well, you're no AJ. Housley.
Better.
Housley, how do you check him? You just don't. Look at that. Dodged 9
Gotta
checks
find
there.
CB. He's looking for the CB.
That's
10
what
checks, and then
Yeah.
his accuracy let him down.
Just enough.
Yeah. Raph knows though that AJ's not going to shoot with Housley, so he's
good
keeping him
ball.
wide. Oh, there we
Whoa,
go.
that was a
That was-
one-timer.
That was a one-timer. That was crazy
That is
fast.
Nice.
Wow.
Great save on the
That's what
pass
I'm
shot,
talking
though.
about.
That's what's turbo button right there. Which I don't have.
Turbo button.
That's a good, that's actually a good thought. I never thought about that. I wonder if they do have turbo, because on those 6-button Sega controllers, they do have turbo.
Yeah, but how would you do passing if you had turbo B button? Yeah, your passes you'd pass 9 times for 1 pass.
That's true.
Nolan rebound.
Okay, ref
Oh
can't get
my
it.
God,
Oh,
what a
big save
save.
by Wap.
Wow.
Bellows circles around. No AI check coming there. Loose puck in front. Still
I hate
loose.
that.
Housley
not
gets
good.
there. Breakaway
Housley.
comes in. Dive. Lateral
Cross
dive.
body block.
Cross body block. It's exactly what it was. Oh, Wall gives it away. What a crazy person. Oh, wow. Eventually it lands on the stick of Nolan Neely.
Wow.
EA special. Ooh, it was one of those. One of those scary ones. Zhamnov, he gets knocked down. Minute left here. Tie game again. No surprises. Let's see if Smith can contribute offensively here. Neely into the corner. Somehow eventually gets obliterated. And here come the Ducks. Robitaille passed himself off the boards. Pace for that with a nice
he went
cross
short
check.
side.
Good save. Patient goaltending from AJ. Good
Oh.
parts off of Robitaille. Whew.
Ugh. Pulled out all the stops there.
Great action to finish the third there. Big face-off win. Oh, intercepted. Steve Smith.
Yep.
Spec, keep talking him down, bud. Keep talking him
Draws
down.
another penalty.
He just kind of does his work quietly. You don't really
no.
notice. Oh,
Hatcher.
untimely penalty here again for the Ducks in overtime.
And Dan K just sharded a little bit, so
Jesus.
thank you for sharing.
Just wear diapers. It helps with that kind of stuff.
And you should know because you're 800 years old.
Older. I wish I was 800 years old. Behind the net, puck is loose. Raf can't get a hold of anything here, but Fedorov
no.
picks it up.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, big save.
That would have been a
Like
classic
God mode
AJ. Yeah, that would have been a
Guy would
classic.
not fall down.
Catcher on the wing doesn't know what to do. Gets it to Robitaille. Gets it
Again.
back.
One again.
Oh,
Nope.
there he is. What a save.
Oh, it's too
Wow.
late.
What a
Too late.
save.
That was it. Oh, what's
no.
Schmelik doing? That was crazy. Big play.
Oh,
no.
wow.
That was
That
a
is
semi Sabi slip / spinorama. Fooled him.
I don't know what. It'd be interesting to hear from Raph what happened there with Schmelik. That was,
One little
Anyone
mistake,
wrong?
and that's all it takes.
yeah.
Well. Wow.
How did Beaupre get the second star of the game there?
Again, all the stars. Every game he gets a star.
Hey,
How many
probably
saves he had?
15, 14.
Wow, 3-2 series
Shot.
right here.
That was big in ref. For game 1 he blew. This game, something messed up.
So time for King Raph to try and force game 7. AJ will look to take a dominating lead early and try and hang on. Are we all still connected? I can't tell.
I'm still looking. I mean,
Still
unless-
looking. So Raf's, yeah, it showed Raf as 1, AJ's 2,
Okay, cool.
but no net play disconnected. Yeah, it's still going.
It's still going. Yeah.
We skip past your smiling face. Well, Spack's smiling face.
It's a
your
terrible
mid-
picture of me. I look like whatever that guy is there that everyone keeps telling me.
I just look like I know something's going on or something.
Yeah,
You're-
something you look like the Emperor from Star Wars. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
how that works, but sure.
Yeah, you're Palpatine to be.
That's all right. That's what your mom calls me.
Oh, we're
Spack,
pulling
man.
out the mom jokes now.
Really?
Nobody laughed, so I guess it wasn't that good.
I don't know. Mom calling somebody Palpatine. I don't know.
Well, that's where I got my name from. Oh, wow. So first time nearly missed the net there from that spot, so that's unlucky. But
Yeah, you
the
drew the penalty though.
behind the net, AJ circles around again and again, and eventually turns it over, but
I mean, Raf
Wow.
must be shouting at a wall, right? Like just shouting, can someone hit him or do something?
just fucking hit him. That's what I say. What the fuck?
It's Owen Nolan. It's not like he needs someone big to hit him. He just needs a person to hit him.
I just want to see Hockey Fan on camera like have a meltdown. I want to see what that looks like. That would be hilarious.
The hockey cam. Yeah.
Like just monitors smashing and ignoring the punching bag and just ripping controllers. Like that'd be amazing. Loose puck in the corner. Robitaille just trying to bundle his way through. That's not working. Smith on the spot there to break it up. But he does give it away. That one timer doesn't fire. And here's Fedorov. Still scoreless here. Fedorov really tough to get a hold of him. Still avoiding every check that's come so far. And then his own teammate gets in the way. But as you noticed again, Nolan parked on the doorstep there again, so maybe that's what he's thinking, AJ. And Nolan just sets up. Again, setting up. Again. There's, if not Nolan, Neely. Someone's there every time.
He was gonna. I get angry too. Yeah, Nolan. Someone screened Wah on that one. That was nice.
Oh, Hockey Fan is in the house.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not talking about Britney Spears. We're talking about you and your temper. Jesus. Dan K in the house still. That's good to see. Yeah, we got a full house here.
We do.
1-0 lead, first period. Oh, the pass just a little bit late. Nolan to chase here. Gets the beat, and then Wah just comes out charging. Wins it back. Robitaille still with the EA special, and again,
Wow.
excellent play. Gets it back right on the stick. Wah gets the assist, and then, so a tie game. Wow.
I feel like Rap has to do a few more of those. I mean, it's Beaupre after all, right? Like, Beaupre's had one bad game. I mean, can he really go a full series without having a second bad game? I don't know.
He's got to break free, Spack. Like, how is he? He hasn't. Robitaille isn't breaking free. Shamnov isn't breaking free. Bellows doesn't break free. It's
It's
We
true.
need to play some Queen right now.
There. Now that is a solid reference. I gotta break free, man. There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
I'll get copyright infringed if I do that. So
Well, that or hockey might go nuts again. Because we're off topic.
yeah.
That's true.
Face off won by Bellows, who's now at the center position. He wins it back again. Very aggressive play. Kind of stands still waiting for help, and that's cleared into the corner. They still have it, though. Great play.
Yep.
Jammed off on the doorstep there. Good pass from Robitaille, who's also known for his passing. 2-1. Is there anybody who called 6 games for this series? I doubt it.
Well, their classic series won 6, right?
I can't remember. I think so.
I think it won 6, yeah.
Robitaille turns it over. Nolan. Neely. Oh, he hangs on to it. That could have went anywhere. Bellows. Intercepted. Gets it back. Housley. Smith. Oh, good stop. The one timer didn't fire. It was right in the good spot there, too. Bellows gets it over and then attacking the net. But eventually it's turned over. And here comes Housley the other way. Neely. One timer. Easy save for Waugh. Tries to get a quick outlet. Doesn't work out. And Housley gets destroyed. Nolan picks it up, though. He gets checked. And then in turn, Bellows gets checked. So 2 cross checks in a row there. Here's Housley. Trying to find someone to set up. No one there. Turned over again. Loose puck in front. And eventually, time will expire here in the second period. So 2-1 is the score. Is Schmidt even still with us? I haven't heard him talking a bit.
No.
He must have got pulled away.
Yep. Robitaille. Jammed off pass shot. Wide. Housley, lots of time and space. Finds the open gap. Stops, waits, patiently waiting. Smith charging the net. Trying to find someone, gets knocked down. And then it's cleared by Wall right to the stick of Housley. He didn't elect to take that one-timer. May have actually went. Who knows? Robitaille with some speed. Housley takes care of that. Finds his own breakaway. Comes in. The beep comes. The pass shot was well executed. Good save by Patrick Waugh there. Most goalies would have let that in. Bellows, EA special. Gets stopped on its way in. And eventually it's picked up again by Waugh.
But notice on that breakaway, he wasn't sitting on Housley to deke him. He was sitting on Housley to give the pass off. Like, AJ doesn't shoot with Housley. So it's he's sitting on it. He's just like, all right, you're going to pass it, so I'm not even going to try to stop Housley. He's got to shoot like once or twice. He's got to do something with him.
I agree.
Yep.
Smith almost scored there.
He did.
Robitaille. Bellows picks
Here.
it up.
Smith hurts back. It's back to the Don Cherry event 94. He's just going to try to prove him wrong now.
That's right.
Better off behind the net. Ooh, he gets destroyed. Bellows with a huge hit. Dumps it in. Beaupre can't play it. Neely will play it, though. He turns it over. Gets it back. Luckily there for AJ. And the slapper that probably would have went in if that wasn't for Samuelson there on the doorstep. Housley, is he going to shoot?
Yep.
Nope.
See, just sitting on the pass. He's not giving him any space to pass.
Yep. But a penalty here.
A lot of
Archer
untimely
again in the
penalties.
box.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what though? I think, and I've noticed Raf throwing a lot of those little shots as well, right? Going for more EAs and other things too. So
Dumped in.
oh, somebody's listening to what I'm saying for some reason.
Right? Because I wouldn't. Nolan comes in, shot, gets knocked out. Here comes Robitaille, not enough time, shoots it. And that's that. What a surprise. Game
Wow.
7.
Great game there from Raf. I'd be curious to see what the shots are, but I bet you they're much higher.
Probably.
And, we could have saved ourselves an hour of our lifetime just by going to one game. Oh, wow, only 9 shots. It felt like it was more than that.
Look at the attack zone. 7 minutes for the Sharks.
Yeah,
Corbett says best of 9. I don't think we would be able to survive that long.
There's not very many games where AJ gets 7 minutes of attack time and only 1 goal. So that speaks to a lot.
that's also the thing, Seb. Spec. He's sitting there with Housley in the zone
Totally.
and but he's not doing anything with it. Like Raph's
No.
like, well, screw it. I'll just let this guy skate around, do nothing.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to pick up on that himself, I think, this game. AJ kind of sees these things, right?
Yeah, he's much smarter than I. He probably picked up on it at least a game and a half before I did. So
Let's see. A shot or pass? Pass. Neely turns it over. Samuelson the other way. He gets knocked down. Halsey, good check there. And eventually a good hard trick, but still Neely with it. So the Sharks relentless here. Game 7. It's going to be perhaps an overtime finish. I wouldn't be surprised. Bellows. He gets knocked down. Good check from Smith, who Spackman thinks is garbage. And there's Robitaille. Oh, the backhand. Smith again on the spot there to clear that away. So I think what we've learned is not to listen very much to what Spackman has to say.
Clearly.
Fedorov. Here he comes. Breakaway gets the beat. Oh, good goalie take. Robitaille stops up. Bellows gets it back. Slapperdeek, nothing there for him. Beaupre with a good save. He comes out to try and cut the angle off. Bellows somehow still with it. Smith chasing him. And eventually it's turned over. Nolan springs Neely now. Circles around in a neutral zone. Here comes Fedorov forehand. Good save from Wah, who doesn't really move very much at all. EA special. Almost gets it back. And Halsey blowing by guys here. And eventually somehow knocked down. Not sure how that even happened. And here is Robitaille. Slapper. Good save.
Yep.
Oh,
Raph's
seriously.
changing stuff up. Raph looks pretty good.
10 minutes left on this blasted stream thing.
Oh,
Zoom.
we got enough time.
We're fine.
Oh, good goal.
Nice goal. Yeah, we got more than enough time.
I wonder what happened to Schmidt.
Probably something with his kids, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Good save. No EA special rebound at all to be had there. Fedorov on a breakaway. Finds the center of the ice.
Ooh,
Waits for the
penalty
check smartly. Pass shot, calling it. Oh, no.
Oh,
Didn't take it. Oh, AJ's going to come back for a second try. Controversial.
ooh, ooh.
If it's in the game, it's in the
I
game.
don't know if I like that play.
Oh man, interesting.
Feel free to comment in the chat, guys. Yes or no? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Game 7, Chaos says. What do you think, Tecmo? Are you going to take that second shot?
If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Yeah, it's true. It's
I mean,
true.
it's more like it's. Look, Sebi, if it wasn't a Game 7 final and it wasn't against a guy I've played roughly 100 times in the last feels like year alone, then no, right? If I'm just playing with some people, but this is the eternal derby, man. This just goes on and on. These two guys.
Yeah.
Man, I know I'd be super tempted to take that second shot. Man.
Oh,
I mean, it's one thing if it's goalie locked, right? This is just as long as the clock's running, the puck's live, then it's on Raph to stop it, right? It's on Raph to sit it.
It's interesting. A lot of people are like awful. Game 7 never.
Housley, backhand pass shot wide.
It's interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, these guys respect each other a ton, so maybe they have an understanding. We don't know.
I don't know. King Raph commented awful.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's referring to his play or the decision. But we move on here. He tied it up 2-2. Jammy gets knocked down, and then the one-timer. We can feel the anger from that one. Robitaille.
I wonder. I wonder if this is very similar to the Mr. T pause, and then we see some angry Raph.
What says Karma? Agreed. Oh, Housley finally shoots it. And then the forehand gets blocked. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So it must have angered him. It looks like it, at least.
It looks like it.
Interesting. AJ poked the bear.
You know, I don't know. Anytime bears are poked, it doesn't seem to go very well.
Here we go. That should have went.
Wow.
Raph really on fire here. Taking a 2-goal lead. Fedorov passing it. And oh my God, if it wasn't bad enough. Gets more of that.
And just to highlight the obvious, all this is in a game 7. So just saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is rough.
4-3 Ducks. Penalty being called here. One-timer. Saved. Beaupre. Perfect accuracy. 6-6 shot. Sorry, 4-6 shot. Wouldn't have mattered. Didn't change anything. Is there a
Schmidt's,
7?
missing all of this.
Yeah.
That's the opinion that I would be interested to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, good chance there.
Like I said, I could see both sides of it. So.
Oh, totally. I'm not. Yeah, this is. You play till the whistle, but there's habit and there's how people play. So.
Well, and there's game 7s of a championship.
Yeah, who knows? They may have made
Exactly.
some kind of arrangement or discussed these things prior to the series. We have no idea. We'll hear afterwards.
Oh, totally.
Maybe I can do a Discord call.
Well,
Yeah.
could you not? You could just set up the link here again and just keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. But still, 1 period left to go. A narrow lead for the Ducks. Did not exist in boost. Oh, he tried to pull that same play. Didn't work, though. Oh, Beaupre comes out, cleans up. Oh, good save.
Ooh, that's a beautiful save there.
And another untimely penalty. So if anything, it's mostly been just bad discipline from the Ducks that have cost a King Ref a lot this series. Just untimely penalties. Oh, turned over. Wow. Luckily to get that back. Jamnoff turns it over. Humongous power play chance here. Newland.
Just amazed at the
Newland.
I'm just amazed at the high wire act Raf does with Wah. Like he's just standing on the edge with Wah every time. He's far out. He's as far out as he can get, and he's making saves and causing AJ to shoot in weird spots. And he's in his head on where to stop. It's crazy to see.
Oh, the goalie control.
Oh, jeez.
Unbelievable. And the last time they played in CDL, it was same type of thing. It's just like this goalie control has just been another level.
Huge kill. Sorry, Spackman. Huge kill for
keep going.
For King Raf there. Well, lots of options. Doesn't take any of them though. Fedorov still with it. Loses it.
And that's how you get 7 minutes of attack times back without anything. I mean, he just danced. That was 15, 20 seconds of Fedorov dancing with nothing. No pass, no attempt at a shot.
Oh, what a play.
Wow, beautiful.
I was going to finish a deke in my head, and he just passed. I didn't even think of that pass at all.
Yeah, that was a beautiful setup. Fedorov with the tying goal. I agree. He had forehand deke there, and instead he passed it.
Minute and 15 seconds left. Are we headed for OT? Let's see what happens. Nolan still with it. Oh, the slapper didn't come anyways.
He was getting ready to dance.
And another penalty. Ducks take another one. Delayed. They can't touch it, and eventually they do. 30 seconds left. This is ugly for King Raf.
It is, but it
again.
It is, but it isn't.
Yep.
AJ's defenders are going to pinch up, and he's bringing Housling to the zone. If he can break free, I mean, he's a backhand pass shot away from winning.
Here it is. Here it is. Oh, you're pretty close to predicting that. Oh, here we go. Fedorov, good poke. Oh, the missed check there. Oh, he knocked him down. That would have been it.
That was that saved the game right there. That B check right there did that. That's awareness more than anything.
Yeah.
Neely behind the net.
He just needs to turn him over.
Game 7 overtime. How do you even breathe? I can't breathe. Schmelik. Robitaille. Good pass.
Here it comes.
Jamov. Samuelson. Oh, delayed penalty being called the other way this time. Floater. Good save. Calm. Oh, it went in.
There it is.
Oh.
That's so gross.
What a gross way to
win again, karma.
Oh man.
What the hell just happened?
That's the worst. Game 7
is-
series winning, championship winning goal I've ever seen.
That is beyond gross.
Beaupre, do not draft list.
Oh yeah, he's there. Wow! Congratulations to Raf.
Yep,
Wins
congratulations,
his
Raf.
his first CDL title, I believe.
Is it really?
I think so. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think Seth has won 2 and AJ's won
AJ
Oh,
won
wow.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it was his time.
Wow.
That is gross on how to win.
Yeah, it's definitely gross. Geez, how much time do we have left in this meeting? 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Well, let's set it back up and we'll pop back in and see if we can get these guys on.
All right, let me see.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll send you guys a link.
All
All
right.
right.
What a series. Trash goal, but that's what happens sometimes. Crazy. Alright, so I'll try and get King Raf on the Zoom first. And then see if AJ will respond later on. Tecmo. Hopefully that works for everyone. What a series. 7 games, overtime. It's too bad it had to come down to something like that, but who do we have here? Is it King Raf? Someone joined.
Yo,
Hey. How's it feel?
okay. You can hear me? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
What a series.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, like we always joke, it's gonna go 7, it's gonna go 7, and then there's always periods in that series. I'm like, well, I'm gonna sweep them, and then the other way is like, I'm gonna get swept. Fuck, and then it ends
Yeah.
up going 7.
Oh, I gotta ask the obvious question. If it hasn't been asked, that penalty shot.
Oh yeah, no, I was pissed. That was horse shit. I don't like it.
Wow. Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, like
Do you
I
guys
get
have
it.
do you guys have an understanding, like when it's, because you guys have played a ton of game 7s for championships and stuff like that, so we were debating whether or not you guys had an understanding previously.
No, we never talked specifically like, hey, gentleman's rule on penalty shots.
Mhm.
And I honestly, I feel like we probably had a million of these things already. I don't know if it's ever come up where a second penalty, shot was there, but I just wasn't expecting it. And then I was like, oh shit, he's really doing this. And then
Yeah.
was like, I can't. And given it's not like an exhibition game, it was a game 7. We're in, so all of that, I was a little surprised he took it. But at the same time, like it's, hey, the puck's still alive. It's like, keep your guard up, right? It's like boxing. You gotta play to the whistle.
Yeah, it's we were saying if it's in the game, it's in the game too. But It's fair.
Yeah.
it was a lot of comments back on both sides in the chat. But the other thing I thought was interesting, and we were talking about it throughout the whole series, was just how aggressive you were on the goalie control, and just how there were plenty of opportunities where maybe against a lesser player, AJ would have easily have had those had a shot or a one-timer, and he just kind of held on to that puck a little bit longer.
Yes.
It was like you were kind of in his head a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's the name of it. I did the same thing with Schmidt, right? It's an age, so where you can tell when you were watching, you're right. I was definitely being aggressive with the goalie, and then also moving in anticipation of certain, options that AJ had.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could tell AJ was trying to counter that by sneaking him in short side. So, which, it wasn't working. I got bit a few times, but I don't think it was because I was aggressive on goalie. I think it was just, I read the play and then I just either couldn't get there or whatever, the guy's behind me somehow. Ultimately it's worth it because you gotta keep him guessing. If I don't take the goalie, come out, cut off, then you're right. Then AJ's like, all right, well, I know he's not taking goalie and he's going to eat you up every time. I don't care how good your defense is.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Well, it looked like, Raf, though, that you it looked to me that Housley would bring the puck into the zone and you would pretty much ignore him as a shooting threat and try to cut off where he was going with it. Was that something you noticed him not do? Because he wasn't trying to deke you or anything. He would stop and look for Housley to pass. So did you like see that and then say, all right, I need to knock people over to limit his options? Or was it just more of a feeling thing in the moment?
It probably a combination of both. I had three things that I wanted to keep in mind for this series. One was play hard and don't give up. Like if I'm up, don't get lazy. And even though I gave up some leads, I don't think it was because I got lazy. I just, the game just sometimes it happens, and AJ is too good you can't keep them down all the time. So I was happy about that. The second one was don't chase Housley. So it was more of, when he comes in, if I don't get those checks against him right away, man, don't start chasing him because you run into big time trouble, right? You move all your defenders out the way, and even if you try to get Housley, he's, he'll avoid checks. So I wasn't chasing him because of that, and probably some of the other stuff you're saying, like, all right, he's not necessarily coming in for the slap deeks or fake deeks. So that was just probably a natural, evolution of the way this series unfolded. And then the third thing was just hit Neely, which he put him on wing, and so I didn't really. It was more Nolan, but then I was like, all right, it wasn't. I put hit Neely in that, he's a big fat guy, so like it was just off the puck. I wanted to make sure I check him down to get rid of that one timer, but he put him on wing, and so I sort of he wasn't my focus. It was really just Housley, and then try to make sure you don't give up leads if you have them, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Just saw in the CDL channel, apparently AJ got a leg spike right in the middle of that first penalty shot. That's what he was saying, which, man, what a horrible time to get a leg spike.
Wow.
But but that could be that is a fair reason.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, because again, not in AJ style to sort of redo that. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally.
That makes sense. I mean, I hope the game was smooth, because I was really happy with the game was like, I would say 99% smooth on my end. So really happy with that.
I wanted to ask you, Raph, what you thought about all the penalties your team took. Is there anything that you could have done to change that, or is it just one of those things where you can't? Because it was brutal.
I don't know. I don't know. Some of them were like obvious. I'm smashing B and I get a tripping call or slashing. I'm like, okay, I get that. But it'd be interesting to see if Tickness does the stats. I feel like I again was just taking a shitload more penalties than he was, like a lot.
Yep.
And so it was tough, so but at the same time, because it was pretty consistent for like 7 games, it must have been either me, my player, something, right? It wasn't just like an off game. I think it was pretty consistent all series. Like I just kept getting in the box. Because
you were definitely taking penalties at super awful times. So basically the worst possible situation time wise, like very untimely penalties. So yeah, no. The only thing I was really, it's always nerve-wracking when you get a penalty in a face-off in your own zone. I didn't give up any of the face-off goals, so that was huge for me, because those are. There was one I took Wah off he got the shot up. I actually took the goalie, and whether it was luck or what, I don't know if he would have saved it or not. But I think it was one that almost got in, and I don't think I gave up another one. I did notice you won a lot of defensive zone face-offs, so I don't know how you would, how you could account for that. Is there something you were doing differently? For me, it's just bash the button. Hopefully, I win the draw. So. Yeah, I mean, so I think there's always talk about face-offs. I just smash, a lot. I think someone did post it'd be interesting if we could maybe stat this in our advanced stats when we do these games. I think defensive zone face-offs seem to be won more so by the defensive team, but I don't know. That could just be anecdotal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's possible. So, Spackman Tecmo, did you guys have any other questions for King Raph the champion, CDL4? Oof.
Yeah, I mean, it's first CDL championship. I mean, long overdue, but
third time's a charm in the finals.
Yeah, no, it was. I also thought what was interesting was also just there was a few examples where we were able to pick up on it. Just the awareness piece, like that B check to save the goal at the very end of regulation. It was just unbelievable Huge. To watch. Yeah. But that wasn't the only time though. Like there was a number of them to what Tecmo alluded to.
Yeah, I appreciate the every time I hear you guys do the stream, when you Tecmo, you guys notice call it the off the puck plays or something that's a little more obscure that really is a big difference maker in games over time, especially over a series. So awesome you spotted those.
So
Tecmo, go
Raph,
ahead.
can you just so one of the things that Spack noticed when you were playing Schmidt and then you did it against AJ was you were really aggressive about bringing Wah out early and often. Like you were really pushing the boundaries of the expanded goalie reach in CDL. So is that something you're either working on or just you think it's good when you have that kind of goalie? Because it felt like you were on a tightrope, like it was a high wire act. There were times that it felt like you were way out of position and then Wah would just make the save. And I know that you do the tweaks, right? Like watch enough of your games where anyone goes behind the net, you bring the goalie out just for a quick moment, so he's a little bit wider before he comes back into his crease. It stops a pass, it gives him a different look. But this was even more so aggressive, where you were bringing Wah way, not even diving, you were bringing him way out. You were cutting off angles in a super aggressive way, and it wasn't just against AJ thing; it's a Schmidt. You did it against Schmidt too. Like, is it because it was Wah, or is that? I mean, without giving away any of your personal secrets, right? Is it a thing that you're not trying to do? Like, it's because it seemed to be effective.
No, I think it's, I think Wah covers me a lot. Like, I'm a big fan of the Wah, Belfour, and now Fuhrer in the in CDL. So part of it's that I think I would do that anyway if I had a weaker goalie. So it's not necessarily the goalie. I think the expanded range in CDL is probably the most impactful thing about the ROM. Like the shortened goalie control is definitely good too, but the extended range, because you can cut off angles more, you can come out and hit more and do things like that. And then as to what Spack was alluding to earlier, a lot of it too sometimes will be, and it's really just chess match game. When you play against someone like Schmidt and AJ, where you're the classic, like, all right, you're coming down, there's a one-time opportunity, so I'm going to fake the goalie one way but hopefully get back in time, because you're going to also fake the one-timer, and you're doing all of that. So sometimes it's a guessing game, but like I said, if you don't do it and you're sort of just relying on Wah and your defense to hopefully catch a pass or something, I think you run into trouble. So it worked in both series, but like it worked in both series in that both went to game 7 and I won by a bounce. So like, I can't say it's super effective, but it definitely worked for me.
Wow, interesting analysis there, and I know I speak on behalf of everyone. Congratulations, it was well played. It was a great series. We all had to go in 7. I even actually called game 7 overtime, so I don't think anyone was too surprised. But what a series. To be able to stick with it and to fight through all those penalties, it was very impressive, so congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. I mean, I know AJ and I have played lots of grueling game 7 matches. Feels really good to be on the winning end, and I know, because I've been on the losing end many times, it's really tough, especially because it seems to always come down to something like this. So AJ definitely my rival and friend. These are always I love playing these two. Honestly, when we start the leagues, I always wait for I look forward to the playoffs for the exciting series now against all the top guys. It's always fun, but there's always a little something special when AJ and I match up. It's great. Yeah, thanks for the call, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Well, thanks for joining us, King Raph, and any I guess Spackman Tecmo, would you like to close with any remarks at all?
No, it was just a joy to watch and to call it, and I think you and I, Seb, we have a pretty I call it privilege to kind of call these now. We have been for a few seasons now, so
absolutely,
it's just fun to be a part of it.
Yeah, we lost Schmidt halfway through the stream, so hopefully we'll hear from him later on. He'll probably have some comments about what happened, but it's sad to see. It's not sad, but it's a little bit unfortunate to have the series be decided on such a strange goal. But take nothing away from your performance. It's part of the game. Tecmo, did you want to add anything?
Nope, but congrats, Raph. That's all I really got to say.
All right, so I sent a message over to AJ. I don't think he may not be available for interview, so we'll have to maybe get him next time. But You know, on behalf of myself and Spackman Tecmo, congratulations again, King Raf. Thanks everyone for contributing your chats and tuning in for this great series. And we'll be back for some Don't Puck With Me footage or streams later on once things get going.
We still got B League too to finish up though. So
Yeah, nobody cares about B League. No, I'm just kidding.
I figured no, it's
I
all
was just
done
waiting
now,
to see
so-
what you'd say. I forgot.
Yeah. I knew you guys were. That's all good.
No,
I'm
look
only
forward
saying it
to
'cause
It's your
I
first
only say it
final,
'cause-
right?
Because I've got a vested interest, obviously. So
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be a good one to watch. Absolutely. Just hopefully the series between Kaze and Chaos gets played.
yeah, that's what we're waiting on.
Yeah. So
I mean,
hopefully
you should know, Savvy. I mean, you're
it's me
playing.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want to. I don't want to be associated with that connection. I know. I don't want anyone to think that I have Kaze's connection because that's tough. But yeah, I look forward to that, and I look forward to the finals, obviously, of the B League. But it's going to be tough to top this. I mean, Game 7 overtime, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.